So today we're going to be taking a look at my Amiga 500. I purchased this computer back in 1996. I actually didn't buy it. I traded a null modem cable for it. I've never tested this computer, so this is going to be a first time. At the time, Commodore, they marketed this computer for education, business, and gaming. But of course, most people that bought the Amiga 500 bought it solely to play games because it was one heck of a video game system for its time. Looking at the back of the box, we can see that this one came bundled with software, goes over some of the specifications of the machine, talks about the ports that are available to you, and it also, this one surprisingly has a toll-free 24-hour Commodore Express service, which is 1-year warranty. It talks about the accessories you can get: the color monitor, hard drive, memory expansion, floppy drive, and a modem. Out of those, I think most people would have gotten the floppy drive, the memory expansion, possibly a monitor. Here we can see we've got 2 joystick ports, left-right audio, disk drive, serial, parallel port, monitor. Pretty nice setup. Here are some of the overviews of the technology. You've got 16-bit processor, 4096 colors, a window menuing system, 4 stereo channels. We've got multitasking capability, so quite a bit of capability for a computer that was probably around $500, maybe even less. Of course, when I got this computer, Commodore had been out of business for a couple of years, so it really didn't have a lot of value. We can see that this came packaged with Textcraft, came with Tetris, and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. So opening up the computer, we can see that this one's actually pretty yellowed. This is about as far as I've ever gotten with this machine. It's just opening it up. I've got my box Carmen Sandiego here. The World Almanac's missing. I do have the mouse for it, TV adapter. There's Textcraft Plus. I don't have the Tetris box. I have the game, but not the box. And here we've got the power supply. Okay, so let's go ahead and set the Amiga up. Here's the power supply. One thing I've always hated about the Amiga 500 is this ridiculous power supply with the switch on the power supply. Now we've got a nice back view of the ports from the Amiga. I don't mention it in this earlier, but this also has a side port expansion and an expansion at the bottom of the computer. So here's my disk drive. Plug that in. External disk drive. Looks like I'm plugging in a joystick here, followed up by the mouse. And here's my audio connections. There's standard RCA jacks. Now the one thing I didn't hook up here was the monitor, so that's going to take a little bit more fiddling around in the back. And set up the mouse, make it nice and pretty. Alright, so I'm going to turn on the monitor here and give the computer a try. Like I said, I've never powered this machine on. This is the first time in 16 years. Unfortunately, it didn't turn on, so I'm going to measure the voltage in the power supply, and I'm not getting anything out of it. So I do have a spare power supply, so I'll bring this out. And I flipped it on, and I got a power. But I don't have a display, so time to go around the back side of the monitor, hit a couple of the input buttons. There you go. Working Amiga 500. Now I'm going to grab one of the discs that came in the box. I've never used this disc, so I just pop it in, see what happens. Haven't even had a chance to clean this disk drive. It's just been sitting in the box. So Workbench is loading, but it ran into a read-write error. This is to be expected. So I have my original Amiga DOS, Amiga Workbench disk here. It's version 1.3.3, and I have another disk that wasn't working. So instead of using this disk and risk potentially damaging it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the contents from the Amiga Workbench to this copied disk. So provided this disk is in good shape, it should work out just fine. So I'll flip on the old Amiga. I can pop in Workbench. Alright, so something I can do in Workbench here is I can adjust the time. So this computer has been in the box for decades, and it thinks it's 1998, which is impressive that it even keeps kept time at all. Okay, so now I'm at Workbench, and there's some basic tools in here, and I should be able to adjust the time in here. If I can find it, it's probably in Preferences. Okay, so here, geez. It's 5:30. Don't really know what time it is. And actually, I don't know if this is in military time or... Oh. There we go. And I'm going to save it. 2001. Okay. Just reproject it. Don't want it to write to the disk. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, I got some copiers here. I'll put it in my second drive. I'm going to use this quick copy here because it's quick. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to copy my Workbench. What's important here is to ensure that we cannot write to this disk. So my write inhibit is on, and I want to copy it to this disk. And here I want to make sure that I can actually write to this disk. So I'm going to take out my copiers, put that away, put this guy in, and here it's asking me to insert the disk to copy, and I'll just say start. So this little program's automatically detected I have 2 drives, so you can see it's reading from the built-in drive and writing to the external drive. So my drives are actually in stereo. Okay, so it should have copied it. Now what I want to do is go ahead and put this into read-only. Take out my original Amiga Workbench, put that away. And then I'm going to try booting to my copy disk and give the Amiga its 3-finger salute, and it should boot in Workbench. Ooh. Alright, so it didn't work. It appears that I have a bad disk, so I'm going to have to copy that onto a better disk. That one's not working, which doesn't surprise me because this disk gave me the same error before. Alright. This time I'm going to try Xcopy. Now I'm going to try another floppy. This one looks like it's been banged around pretty good. It's really dirty. This one's nice, nice, clean, new. Alright, source, destination, and start. Let's see what happens. That's, I didn't even hear it writing, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to turn the Amiga off. Look at that. Let's go ahead and try some games. It's a nice little collection of games I had for my son. Stunt Car Racer. This is a great one. I haven't played this in years, so I don't really remember the keys. So I'm kind of fiddling around. Looks like it's up at the QWE keys. You can see this is a rather low frame rate. We are running on a 7 megahertz machine. And I've fallen off the road. Next I have a soccer game here. I think it's World Trophy Soccer. And the last one here is just a simple demo that was run on the Amiga. That's it for now. Hope you enjoy the video. Take care. Bye.